Ladies and gentlemen, traders, welcome back to another Relentless recap. Guys, as you're tuning in, remember to hit that thumbs up, and if you're a new viewer, consider subscribing to the channel. This recap is going to be short and sweet, so buckle up and let's jump into it. And before we really do, remember our disclaimer, right? Remember that day trading is risky business. A lot of people out there are having a hard time, so take it easy, take it slow. Make sure your tuition to the market is on the lower side as you become experienced and competent. No need to come in guns a-blazing like the Terminator, all right? Take it slow. Other than that, remember the live streams and recaps are never a reason to try and copy trade. It takes months, more commonly years, to learn the strategy. And lastly, I do not invest for my followers. That means I will never message you first. I will never ask you to click on any weird looking link. I do not do mirror trading, copy trading. I do not use WhatsApp or Telegram. So stay safe and watch out for those fake accounts. Unfortunately, they're on all platforms. Now, with that being said, let's talk about today's price action and today's trading session. So we had a couple of stocks in POAI, CMAX, XCUR, and a few others. So we'll start off with POAI as this was today's leading stock, up over 100% coming into the open. Absolutely impressive move. And those pre-market traders, those of you who are waking up at 4, 5, 6, 7 a.m., and you love the lower liquidity, you're definitely being rewarded here in the last few weeks as we've been seeing tons of stocks have exaggerated moves in pre-market. Coming into the open, this one was very rough. I will say, if you were looking at breakouts exclusively, today is one of those days where you would have felt the pain. You would have felt the pain of every candlestick because not once, not twice, not a third time, not even four, but 5 rejection candles here. You can even say 6 before we really curled up and got a move through high of day. Man, what happens if you're watching at the high of day move, expecting continuation, expecting this red candle to continue here? At the time it's green, you're expecting a move up through the highs. Every time this comes up, you could be in closer to the highs, stopping out. And this cycle can repeat a couple times. Before you know it, you're at max loss before the day even starts. And that's what essentially happened to me yesterday, right? A couple of higher risk trades with these halt resumptions. Wiped myself out just like that show Wipeout. You see these guys going through the obstacle course. You know, a lot of trading, it's a tightrope walk, and we're trying to dodge the bullets. But sometimes, you know what? A pie comes right to your face, and you're wiped out. You fall off the platform into the water. You got to go back for a fresh start, which might mean the next day or later in the day, right? So longevity is a big key here for us. And today we had to say, you know what, man, we're not going to look to be super aggressive into the open. We're just going to take it slow. If we need to take a break, come back later, or something strong is moving, we were willing to do whatever it was necessary to get to a successful day. And we took it easy. Small size to start. Wasn't looking to be super aggressive into the open. Made sure that I looked at the tape and see that the price action was tight to where I couldn't get massive slippage. But as mentioned, breakout trades were no good. We had a lot of red candles. And so if you were watching at the dip aggressively, it could have been a very decent day. And I did check out Tim's archive. Tim Tim is a monster, man. Tim was on those dips like nobody's business, you know, like white on rice. Tim was on those dips and he was watching aggressively. So it's quite interesting. Um, for me, when stocks are typically downtrending, I like to stay away as there's just not initial, but just more weakness, let's say, coming in as we're trending and trending lower. So the dips can, go lower and I can find myself getting losses, right? So I stayed away for the most part. And when we really started coming up again over here is where I told the audience, if this thing can give a big green candle through the highs, that's where I'd look to go in and be more aggressive, right in this area here, more specifically. And to my surprise, when this thing got over 250, it gave a bit of a baby pullback. I wasn't even interested in buying 250 because so many times before, again, fool me once, fool me twice, fool me a third time, it was struggling. So I said, hey, I'm going to let this thing go up. And once it starts to pull back, that's where I'll get involved. And this thing ripped all the way to 294 over 250. So I started watching levels here as we pulled back into the resistance. The resistance became support. 250, which was so strong resistance, became support. And this thing bounced up. And really and truly between here and this level of 99 is where I was able to make, you know, I think about $1,000. I did give back a little off the top. We even had a bit of a bottoming wick here. I was really hoping that the stock would hold up again and slowly trend back up for a new high, but it didn't happen. It didn't happen. We had two topping tails up here, and short sellers looked like they reshorted, and we've been seeing a massive amount of selling these last 2 days, man. These drop offs and these stocks, the way how they've been pulling back, has been going to the bottom of the ocean, the bottom of the Pacific, man. Let's see. We had BLMZ. This one was a short-lived move, lighter volume initially, but over the 1 minute candle to make the new high around 934 did push up, going through VWAP from 375 up to 430. So that was pretty good. We really wanted to see this hold again, but unfortunately it didn't continue. And I could have done better on this one. Sometimes when I'm pulling up a stock, I do take a little too long, and I missed the dip. I think the very first dip I saw, we were at 390 initially, and then we ripped up, and I could have had that trade if I was a tad bit quicker. That was BLMZ. Moving on, we also had CMAX. CMAX was another one here earlier that gave a small move. Pre-market high up there at 540. It's a stock that we saw recently, and we were looking at continuation. I think it might be in play again tomorrow, so I'll definitely keep an eye on it. Came into the open, and initially small move up, lighter volume at first, got up to 501, and absolutely brutalized down to 425, but reversed and had higher lows, broke over the high of this bear flag, and got over VWAP and went right back into a halt up. I think I made like $150 on the resumption and then lost it back or something like that. Something of that sort. We only traded like 13,000 shares there, so not a ton. And right here, I did leave out for lunch. Went to go buy a quick sandwich and didn't get to take part in this push here. And this type of stuff is sometimes where throughout the rest of the day you can really get to add that extra 500, that extra 1K, that extra 2K, 3K, depending on how aggressive you are, how nice this move is. I mean, from 528 to 628 to then 673, a dollar plus a share in just green candles, where we're seeing the baby pull back down and then up again, down and then up again. And so if you can realize these entries here, whether you're using level 2 or a 15-second chart, big money to be made, man. So seeing this right here, a little disappointing, but you can't catch them all. Sometimes you leave out and you miss an opportunity. TCS, this one came in actually earlier in the morning and also a little later in the afternoon, around, let's see, 120. So after I came back and missed the other one, I did see this one and was able to make a quick $100 in the dip and rip. Initially going into the halt, I think I caught a small trade. Or no, I think coming out of the halt, I caught a small trade, but wasn't aggressive enough to hold longer for the bigger move. I think we had a high of 35 for the halt up. I was in at 24. I sold at like 27. And then it kind of went without me. We had a false halt 35. It came down and then ripped up to the new halt level at 42. And then from there, it was kind of backside. Just not much. I didn't want to push it. When I saw it coming back up over here, when I saw that we held up and it was curling back up again, I'm like, man, I'm getting ready to become the Terminator here, because I'm gonna get aggressive on it this time, but it was short-lived. Lastly, we had this cheaper stock XCUR, which just you know, again, these stocks can be so hit or miss. The risk is so real. This one, we all saw it was halted up, called out on the Discord, hitting the scans and everything. It was halted up at 73 cents. And by the way, before we continue, SERV, right, which is also, you can see here, like moving up in after hours a couple of minutes ago. I want to save this stock up here. So I'm going to take a quick second from the recap. So I have my continuation stocks for tomorrow. I don't want to forget CMAX. Okay. Yeah, XCUR resumes. It does give a bit of the dip and rip. Low of 77 cents, high of 90. But it wasn't super smooth. We had a little bit of chop and pause in between, which could have gotten a few of us out of there early. Also, the market orders really weren't that good. Some people who are watching on using different platforms, they know that, with market orders, you get filled on the ask every time going in and on the bids coming out. But here at Thinkorswim, they do have the price improvement, which will sometimes give you a favorable fill, not on the ask. But, as of late, the fills are not quite what we would want, but it's all part of the deal. No problem, right? Whatever curveball they throw at us, we'll just bring a bigger, wider bat with more surface area so that we can keep getting home runs and base hits. Whatever they do, we'll make adjustments. That's why we're relentless. That's why we're mighty. That's why we're trading with Tim, the beast. That's why we are trading with Triad, all right? The triple threat, coming in with all the levels of discipline to make sure that we're prepared for whatever this merciless markets throw our way. And guys, that was the day. So again, I'm going to keep SERV on watch for tomorrow, as well as CMAX. CMAX, you might say, Relentless, why are you watching this? Well, the daily chart looks good. We got a nice bull flag that can break out, especially if we have some more news or, tomorrow. And then SERV. Actually, it's already saved here in my recents. SERV, also very similar daily chart where we're curling back up and have made new highs. Well, not new highs, but the daily candle has made a new high and it's holding up its level. So let's see. Actually, forgot I'm on single screen. Let's see what we get tomorrow. Man, I forgot I was on single screen. But anyhow, I was using this site anyways, so we should be good. Yeah, so SERV, CMAX, similar kind of chart here. So we'll see what we get. With that being said, hit that thumbs up. Be sure to check out those links down below. Don't forget, if you want to get involved in the chapters, we are running a very special coupon right now. Coupon code STATION will give you 40% off and a chance into winning a traveling trading station. All right. We're giving away a traveling trading setup here for one lucky student. If you are an existing student, you can purchase a ticket to be entered into the raffle. But if you're a new student utilizing this coupon, your name will be entered automatically. All right. So if you're interested in checking out any of our products, feel free. We have silver, gold, diamond. We have Triad trading. We have Tim's trading archives. If you guys want just Tim's trading archive or Triad trading archives, if you might say, man, Triad, he's more of my style, more of my pace. I want to watch him more specifically, more concentrated. You can check him out. Or you might say, hey, Tim, I like the way how Tim is doing it. I like how aggressive you are with these dips. And you might even love the commentary of him slapping on the desk every now and again. So, it's all here. You guys can check them out. If you want everything, then you can check out Diamond. But of course, Diamond is a little bit more expensive, right? So you have to factor all of that and see what makes the most sense for you as the individual. But even silver is pretty solid. Not everything is in there, but there's a ton of content in there. It's better than nothing. There's so much. It's honestly a crazy amount of content even in silver. So yeah, check out everything here. And other than that, if you want to be a part of the community, but not through the course, because some of you guys, you're already doing all right as a trader, or maybe you might have a different style that you follow, but you just want to be a part of our broader community, you can check out the chat room, right? The chat room is where it goes down for us. Right now, we're growing substantially here. We have over 8,000 members. This is where we come, we talk, we hang out, we have fun every day. And you guys can always check out our P&L section, to see how this section is actually open to the public, not to type. You cannot type in here, but you can see. I have it set this way so you guys can be motivated and see what's going on here in the community. I mean, just some insane stuff here from the team. And, we do appreciate the transparency. There's green and red P&Ls throughout the channel, not just green only, but, people showing everything, right? So shout out to the team. Shout out to the people here who are coming in every day and, working their hardest to do well and become successful as traders. We got Crispy Trades, one of our good friends and Team House members, also in the building today. So shout out to all the members here once again. Other than that, Momo Pro is the last link that you guys can consider checking out. Momo Pro is a very solid scanner. I will say that I get my watch list from here every day. When it comes to all the hot stocks, this is where I get my stocks from in terms of the gap scan and the watch list. Now, where this platform can be slightly better is in the high of day momentum scanner, aka the high-low stream. They do have conditional alerts, but if we have the percentage gain filter to be added here as an option, then it can make it a lot better for us and what we want to see on the stream, making it less noisy. We'll still see our stocks, but I would like it to be more concentrated. Other than that, everything else is great. You have a nice news section, a nice alert section, and you even get this area here with popular stocks that people are across this platform and other platforms are looking at. AZTR, POAI, and even this alone can also provide a watch list on most days. You have an area up here to add your own personal watch list. I don't use this as much. I prefer having my watch list internalized in my broker, but this can definitely be beneficial to some people. Um, and more recently they've had the halt levels. If a stock moves up or down more than 3%, the halt levels will show here on the stream and or in the discovery section, aka the gap scanner section. So if you are in need of halt levels and wanting to see stocks that are halted, right, as in halt alerts as well, limit up, limit down levels, Momo Pro also offers that. So shout out to Momo Pro, very solid platform. One of the best out there in the games, and also very competitive in price. $33 a month for the highest level here, I believe, compared to hundreds of dollars of these. Some man, I on a side note, for somebody who's in this space and in this game, what I don't want to ever do is like rip people off. And even our course is severely underpriced. Like it's $1,000 with the coupon. It is severely underpriced for the value that's in there. Momo Pro, for what they're offering, is underpriced. Some people, it's sad, man. They're not doing nearly as much as we do, and they're charging $500, $600, $100 a month. $600 a month. I mean, I don't know who the people are that are paying for this stuff, man. But hey, for each their own, right? So be careful out there and do your due diligence on the side of the audience to make sure that you're getting the value that people are saying is in, whatever it is, whether it's a chat room, a scanner, a course, 10 grand, 20 grand for some of these courses, man. And these people can't even do one live stream, or they can't live stream for a weekend trade to the world. It's just not adding up. All right, let me not go too crazy here. Stay safe, stay green. Catch you guys later, all right? Enjoy the day. Tomorrow again.